I recently had a cancer scare. I think I realized that time is very fleeting, and I just want to do as much as possible to support my family, my children, and also just to be able to maximize on the time I have left. Thankfully, I'm in remission. When I was little Mitchell was very bounce off the walls, very, ADHD, crazy, insane. I was doing a lot of different things. So I was in the Boy Scouts, I was playing sports. I think my hobbies changed like every week. So I was just like one week's one passion, another week's another passion, and just changing everything all the time. Yeah, after graduating college, I was an IT recruiter, program management, IT recruiting, setting up teams for different companies. Well, I loved it because I made a lot of money initially right after school. My main focus was graduating and securing a job that would be making at least $80,000. Honestly, why I left that company is I had a midlife crisis in my early 20s, mainly because the owner of the company, great company too, but they were very forward of saying, hey, look, your promotion, your opportunity to move up is going to be limited on whether your manager either dies or retires, and they're still with the company. So I think I made the right move at that point. What drew me to direct sales was money and opportunity. I've been a business owner for 6 years. The most challenging thing about owning a business, I think, is understanding accountability and responsibility. Also understanding that just because you have the right to do something, the privilege, and it's not always the best thing to do. Best advice I ever received was everybody is average. So to get above average opportunity, you have to outwork everybody. People that do very well in the business world are very ambitious. They're very humble and lack entitlement. So I think if you're going to be hungry and you want a big opportunity, it usually aligns with people that say, hey, no matter what, I'm going to get it for myself. People that think they deserve things usually falter and fail in business. The coolest thing I've been able to do since running a company was I put a down payment on a house, or 50%, on a house that cost roughly about $500,000. I also bought 2 cars in one day. A lot of people ask me, well, what do you want to accomplish in 5 years? I don't know. I want to do as much as possible in a limited amount of time. I recently had a cancer scare. So I was diagnosed with cancer, and I think I realized that time is very fleeting, and I just want to do as much as possible to support my family, my children, and also just to be able to maximize on the time I have left. Thankfully, I'm in remission. Running a business has also helped me that I didn't have to worry about medical debt. It was something that going through that process, I was very secure, and I know a lot of people in other situations don't have that privilege or benefit, so that was something that definitely put my mind and family at ease. I would recommend 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, mainly because it talks about ethics in business and how to lead people, not necessarily metrics in business, which I think a lot of people lean towards, but how to be a good leader of people. A lot of people ask me, why do you think a lot of people have a negative connotation for sales or in the sales for business? And I don't think people do. I think people, when they get into sales or they're applying for sales roles, they usually just don't understand the relation to sales and advertisement, or the relation to sales and marketing. They just separate the two out. And really, in my mind and experience, it's all the same. Everyone's selling something. One of my unique skills is I play guitar. And it's about it, actually. Pretty skillless. In my free time, I like to spend time with my son, who's 3 years old. He just turned 3 in September. I think my free time, a lot of my mental energy goes into what we can do in business. It's like if you're a doctor, what do you do in your free time? You want to think about new techniques to better healthcare. So, I think it's all the same. In my life, I feel like I owe the most to a young woman named Abby, who's been able to mentor me in business and has been there during a lot of tough times in my life. Some of the big life events coming up. I recently got engaged in New York City to a wonderful woman, and we're getting married next year. Yeah, so that's probably the biggest thing on the calendar for Mitchell Evans.